Randy Dearborn. I'm Vice President of Multimedia and Guest Technology for MGM Resorts International. I control all the digital points of media throughout the properties. It's in Las Vegas alone, we have 10 properties, 42,000 guest rooms. We kind of refer to everything as a low-rise, high-rise mobile. So the low-rise would be everything from an end cap to a marquee to touchscreen interfaces at restaurants, conventions, retail outlets. All that would be what we would consider the low-rise. The high-rise is the guest technology portion of it, and that is the guest room. And it's kind of, right now it's hospitality network, but building an IPTV system that is literally will become a marketing channel as a splash screen in the hotel room. And then of course mobile, which is, we're getting in the space of digital wine menus on tablets, iPads, and I know HTC and Samsung are all trying to push their stuff down me. And they got some good stuff. But things like line passes, digital mobile line passes, and things like that. So it's a big nut. I have, you know what, my company was built through acquisitions. It was Mirage Resorts, and then MGM Resorts bought Mirage Resorts, and then that company, MGM Mirage, went and bought Mandalay Bay Resorts. So I had literally every type of digital sign platform known to mankind. I had them all, because it was a hodgepodge of it. And so the last couple of years, we've kind of standardized everything. All of my stuff runs off Mac Minis. I'm totally Mac-based. And so now that platform is completely standardized on the low rise, in the high rise, like I said, it's a little bit different. We're working with Cisco and Seo, but everything is on one standard platform in the low rise, and now we're really starting to crank things up. Initially the first thing that everyone had to get out was just get a digital sign in. They didn't really know what to do with it, and to develop for it is a completely different animal. And the thing that's really unique about my shop is we have hardware guys, we have content guys, and we have software guys. And so they all can integrate. My software guys can sit down with the content guys and go, these are bad fonts, or this contrast in colors doesn't work, and to standardize things like navigation. So what we've done, even though I've got multiple properties, we will standardize the navigation like on a restaurant touchscreen, let's say, so that it is the same exact flow. You go to any of my properties, you know exactly the way the flow is, even though it might be unique to the property and have a little bit different look and feel. But I think the biggest challenge is getting content from outside sources, because you've got properties that maybe deal with different advertising agencies, and some of them are locked into the print world, and it's just not the same. Well, as we like to say, we're in a positive format, RGB, not a negative format or subtractive format, and it's a huge challenge. I want to be able to push out content to any piece of glass. Really, if you look at the past in this industry, the digital signage space was purely digital signage. The guest room space, the high-rise, the hospitality networks and companies like that, that was a different space. The mobile space, phones, tablets, a completely different space with the apps. I look at these worlds as all merging, so that if I push out a piece of content, I can not only push it up to a guest room, but out to a touchscreen interface, or someone's, you've got your phone up with one of my apps on, I can push it across everything seamlessly, instead of having to deal with these three different, sectors, basically. That's really, that's number one. Number two, and you might be in trouble, I can talk about this stuff ad nauseum, okay? So, initially it was tough because the price point was so high to kind of get stuff approved. I want to put digital signage in. When you were paying $5,000 for a screen, a plasma, or the early LCDs, really the ROI on that was, it was a battle. We did it more for a wow factor, and it was new, and now that the prices have come down, it's easy for me to remove print, posters, put it in, ROI is there, no problem. When you take in the print cost and the labor, it's easy. But what is going to start happening is the financial people in my corporation are going to start to want to know, okay, what is the analytics behind it? What's really going on there? Okay, we've bought in, we've given you the capital, we've got all these great devices out there, but what's the actual return rate? You know, especially with touch points. Okay, now I'm at something where I can interface. Did the guests actually opt in and buy something, or book a reservation, or buy a show ticket, or whatever that is? I think that's really kind of the next thing that we have to prove out. We've had it kind of easy up until now. And I'm gonna have to start proving out those, you know, what is the true value of this space. But you know what this is the other part of it is, because we gather a ton of analytics right now, a ton, but no one, operations really doesn't know what to do with it, because it's a new format. So to give them a dashboard that they can easily look at and go, oh, we did this, and this was the response. It's a whole new learning curve. I forget, because I have been in the space so long, that, I mean, literally I've been in it since its inception, is I forget that there's a lot of people just getting into this for the first time, and I look like things that are just painfully obvious to me, and I almost have to step back and go, oh, that's right, you haven't, you're still crawling, basically. And where I'm looking for, you know, near field communication, when can my mobile device, when can I scan it in front of my screen, and wirelessly it'll, you know, jump right onto the phone, and they look at me cross-eyed, basically. What are you talking about? I'm just trying to plug a sign in for the first time. So I do have to kind of, you know, I think it's a huge advantage to a multitude of industries that just don't understand the space. Hi, I'm Randy Dearborn with MGM Resorts International. I'm here at DSE, and don't forget to sign up, sign on, it's all here.